Finally, the Academy Sports Show has come back to YouTube. Are you having a flashback? That is correct. We are back. We are live. It is Thursday, 7:30, 2023. Happy New Year. We welcome you. We thank you for always rocking with the Academy Sports Show. And it is a brand new year, and it is a lot of sports to catch up with. We are live and in living color. We are on more platforms than we ever have been on, and we are ready to get it in. There is some news that everybody's talking about right now that we're going to get to. I'm going to give Joel the rundown. He's got that part, but I'm just here to introduce the show because, man, it's good to be back. We thank you. We appreciate you. It's cold in the mother here in Detroit, but it doesn't matter because we all here together. So bring your friends, call all your sports friends, get in your group chat, say the Academy Sports Show is up. We live, we running it in full effect. But let's get the show going. I'm your host, Andre Douglas, and sitting next to me is your host, Joel Williams.
What up, though? What up, though? Let's start it off the right way. Mr. Spency D's, Happy New Year to you. Welcome to the show. We appreciate everybody joining us, but we got to bring this back. We got to remind everybody there's a sound on this show that you will hear. What was that? That's right, ladies and gents. The bell came with us to 2023. Y'all know how it goes. The bell has no meaning, but it has all the meaning. You say something that's worth us shouting out, you get a bell. You say something that's worth us ridiculing you about, you get a bell. So just remember, as we get into things this year, the bell is always lurking. All right, we got our timing back. DC, what's up, man? Happy New Year from Las Vegas. And welcome to the show, everybody. E. Jones is in the building. Oh, okay. NY, we see you. Happy New Year. Hey, man, welcome to the show, everybody. We appreciate you joining us. Man, it's just good to be back. It's good to be back. We got a lot to cover. We thought about, going back and coming forward, but that would be a 2-3 hour show. We don't have that much time, but we kind of do. So we're going to do a little bit of something where we're going to talk a little bit of everything. There's a lot going on right now in sports. Of course, it's NFL playoff weekend coming up where things are starting to finalize. It's week 18, so there's a lot to cover. The Detroit Lions are making a playoff push.
Forward down the field, it is the team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver reign.
Let's go. So being that we are a Michigan-based sports talk show, we will cover the Lions playoff push as they play my guy, number 12, that bad man from Green Bay this weekend. It's been flexed to the 8 o'clock spot. The Lions will know whether they are in or out before the game even starts, or they have a chance to be in or out before the game even starts. We're going to talk about it tonight. Plus, man, Michigan lost in the CFP semifinal game. We'll recap that. First and foremost, we will touch, of course, the Hamlin story from Buffalo. Reaction and more, we got that for you, man. Indy Ray, we appreciate the comment. DeMar's doing well, man, and that's just the best thing we can talk about. We're going to talk about that night. Where were you? What were you doing? We're going to recap that, of course. We got a lot of things to get into. Plus, the NBA, man, is hot and kicking. It's just a lot to cover, and we've been gone for months. When we say months, we mean months. We've been gone so long that we have changed days. We have changed jobs. He's changed jobs. It's a lot of stuff that's different. So we're going to try to start playing catch up, but you have found us on the right night. Thursday nights, man, 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And, for those of you who are new to our show, we say or because we're fathers. We have children, and we have things to do.
Yeah.
And so sometimes
the Academy Sports Show gets flexed to another day.
We might have to flex our
another time.
So, no, Mr. Spency D's, he did not make that up. Try living here in Detroit. They actually sing
forward down the field. It is the team that will not yield. Come on now. When you get in there, they don't show that part. That's the part, when they go to touchdown there, you go to commercial. But it's that guy in the theater. in the arena. That's our song. That's our touchdown song.
That's their fight song, like the victors plays, and then they
Forward down the field, a Lions victory. Come on, go, go Lions. DC know what I'm talking about. DC know what I'm talking about.
Horrible.
He know what I'm talking about.
Man, well, thank you for that, Dre. Before we get into the show, though, we appreciate everybody joining us. Let us know you're here, man. Let us know. Shout us out in the comments, man. As you can see, we do put our comments up on the screen. But let us know you're there, man, so we can shout you out. Just say what up. And we're going to introduce our new family. And so we appreciate we see some of the folks coming in already, jumping in with us.
Yes,
but we're going to get right into it. So I will give it back to you, sir.
Let's get it done. Once again, this is Academy Sports Show. Right now, we are live on a Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Make sure you follow us on all our modes of social media, Facebook, Instagram, and especially the Facebook. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the Facebook. That way you get a notification every time we go live. We want you to trigger that bell because we want you in the feed every single time we go live. Like Jay Will said, man, sometimes the show might get flexed for 30 minutes or to another day. So we don't want to miss you. We want to keep you and make sure that you're following all our social medias, and we appreciate that as well. And then once again, man, we got a great new partnership with Mafia Sports Report. Let's give it up to them. These are great guys, especially my man Tommy over there. He reached out, said, hey, man, I'm trying to build a brand. I'm trying to put more sports content creators all in one same platform. You guys got your page, but I would love to have you on my page as well. So we are right now simulcasting with Mafia Sports Report. Make sure you guys check them out. Like, follow, subscribe. They are a Buffalo Bills fan page, but they do so much more than that. And they have so many more channels and shows on their page. So if you don't get your fix through this hour, make sure you get a fix on Wednesdays on their show. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, you guys are always posting. So make sure you go and follow them as well. There's a partnership that we want to carry throughout 2023. So we scratch their back, they scratch our back. It's a beautiful thing, and we thank them for allowing us to be a part of the Bills Mafia family. But when the Lions play the Bills, I want you to know what's going to happen. Okay, next year we're going to simulcast that one. Okay, head to head.
A bunch of Bills loving and one Lions fan.
Make sure you check them out on Twitter as well. They're very active. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. All right. So with all the bills paid, let's get to the show. Make sure you guys are in. It's trivia night. Joe, who won trivia last year?
We did.
The host?
The host. 11 to 10. 11 to 10. We called it a comeback, and we came back.
Hey, listen. The host right now on trivia night. So if you're first time here or if you're coming back, let's go through the rundown of trivia night. Trivia night is ran between me and Joel. One of us issues a question to the other. The other has until the first comment from the field, you guys, that shows up in the chat. So if I go, how many Super Bowl rings does Tom Brady has? He's thinking the first comment comes in and says 7. That's locked in. That's y'all answer because he was or she was the first person that commented. So that 7 is locked in. Jay Will off the top of the dome. He's got a couple minutes to think. He comes with his number. If his number is the right number, we get the point. If the commenter's number is correct because they answered first, they get the right point. Whoever answers first has autonomy over everything. So that's how trivia night works. Are we ready?
Dre, we're ready. But let's be clear. I want the feel because we were accused last season of hedging and doing things that make it seem as though we weren't honest.
Ooh, what?
Folks like Kobe and because certain people aren't in the chat yet. Maybe they haven't spoken up yet. But I just wanted to be clear. Whoever speaks first in the chat, you're speaking for the entire chat.
You are the field.
So if you feel like you know the answer, you want to jump in there, take the first answer. All right. So everybody in here tonight, right now, you're the field. First man with the answer, man or woman with the answer, You got it. All right. So, Trey, I think I'm ready.
All right, let me.
My brain is not fresh though. You know, we were in a rhythm.
That we were in a rhythm. Let me ask my question.
E. Jones said, "Let me step back." Is that Petey? Looking at that.
That might be produced
that
by.
might be Petey.
Hey, brother, you need to answer your emails, Petey. Because this year I tried to get you in the fantasy league again after you missed last year. You told me to hit you up when I did. I hit you up. You did. Hey, that email's still sitting there, brother. We're gonna have to get some better contact information.
It's still in your new inbox.
All right, so here we go. Trivia night. Joel, are you ready?
All right, I'm ready. Let's get it. Hey, mama.
Right, here we go. Hey, mom. So we are in college football championship season.
We are.
We in CFP season.
Oh,
so you got a college football championship game trivia question. All right. So there has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 7 college football championship games. So that means there are 7, huh?
This is the 8th one coming up?
I guess so, yeah.
All right.
2015 to 2022.
Okay, all right.
So I'm looking at 7 current offensive MVPs for those games. Give me 4, sir.
4 MVPs?
College football playoff. Give me 4. Think of the team, think of the pros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right.
At least 7 of these 8 guys are in the pros right now.
There's been 8 total.
8
7
total.
of the 8 are in the pros. 1 is still. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. I need 4.
Need 4.
Deshaun Watson.
And then we're going to lock them in after you're done. So you can call out what you need.
Deshaun, Tua. No Google fingers over there in the chat, by the way.
No Googles. No Googles off the dome.
Deshaun, Tua. Oh, is he that? Is he that? CFP. So that's a lot of Alabama players. Okay. Deshaun. Oh, no. Okay, I got you. Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson. Give me Tua and give me my man, wide receiver from give me Devontae from Alabama. Give me those 4.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
All right. Mafia Sports Report is about to come up on you. Ooh, E. Jones came up on you.
All right, so I
got my 4.
All right, so Mafia Sports Report put out 3. E. Jones came in with 4 together, and then Mafia came in last with a 4th. So by rule, we have to go with E. Jones. Am I correct?
Who said he was going to sit it out? So let's see if you're right. All right, so you know your picks. Give me a bell when you hear the names. 2015, Ezekiel Elliott. 2016, O.J. Howard.
17.
2017, Deshaun Watson. 2018, Tua Tagovailoa. 2019, Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh.
2020, Joe Burrow. 2021, Devonta Smith. That's what got you today.
Hey, that's 4 for me.
2022, Stinson Bennett.
I believe my 4 are there. I believe Petey's 4 are not.
Yeah.
I did not hear Jameis Winston in there.
No Winston, no Henry.
I believe I did hear.
He was a second quicker than Mafia Sports Report.
Correct.
He had Burrow, Tua, Watson all correct. E. Jones slid up in front of you right before you threw that Lawrence up. So you are correct with Deshaun Watson, Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Burrow, and Devonta Smith. Those were your 4 out of the 8 people that are MVPs of the college football playoff. So that means the hosts won the field 0.
It's the
Now,
only
if you
way to come
enjoyed
back.
that, yeah,
It's the only way to come.
if you saw how close it was last year, you saw how close I was last year. So, if you guys want to be a part of trivia night every night, make sure you're here at the beginning of the show so you can participate. And if you have a trivia question that you want to throw to one of us to ask the other one, make sure you throw it in the chat, bro. Oh, well, not in the chat. Make sure you DM us if you know us personally. Make sure you send it to Joel and make sure you send it to me, and then the one person can ask the other one. But it is so great to see everybody's faces. It's so great to see everybody's comments. We are live. It is 2023, and we are in full effect. So let's start things off right now with the most pertinent news, and then we can go back and talk Michigan and football and all this other stuff. It is the thing that is dominating. Oh, never mind. I forgot. We got a game. We got another game. What the meme? I forgot about what the meme. Listen, I'm knocking the dust off.
We get back into it. We get back into it.
Knocking the dust off. What the meme? What the meme is another game that we play here on Academy Sports Show. So if you will, this is what the meme. So I scour the internet for memes, cut bench starts, who's the best, rankings, ultimate teams. So all those things that you see when you're scrolling, all those things that you see when you're going throughout your day. Make sure you save those and send it to us so we can throw them up on the screen. We get multiple sent to us all the time. So here we go. What the meme edition. Rank these duos. I knew the Mafia would be in the comment section today. So I need the Mafia to show up today. So I made sure we had a Bills Mafia question up in here. So rank these duos. We got Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce, Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Rank them 1 through 4. Who you got?
Let's go 1 through 4. What up, though, Stu? What's up, Pops? Dad's in the building. Hey, man. This one actually comes off kind of easy to me. It's a good starter for what the meme. Kind of easy because this is where we get our fire started, right? Like, what do I base it on? What am I ranking on here? I'm gonna go with longevity. I'm gonna go with wins, the impact. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
This is where it gets, but this is how I feel right now. Right now. Mahomes, Kelce 1. Allen Diggs 2. Burrow Chase 3. Brady Evans 4.
You saw what Brady Evans did last week, right? Saw.
I saw last week. I did. It's been a long season for Mr. Brady and Mr. Evans. But I did see last week. But Brady Evans I'm ranking them currently. Evans downgrades the Brady duo for me. He downgrades it. Mahomes and Kelce ring and just sick like moments. Like, sorry, Bills Mafia, but last year they only had like 2 seconds to get 50 yards and they did it, kick the field goal. Like,
you're making enemies quick, sir. You're making enemies quick.
That's the type of stuff they do, But then I give Allen and Diggs credit. They're the come up right now. They're on their way up. But Brady and Evans seem to be on their way down. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot of bad working against Mr. Brady and Mr. Evans right now. So I'm going Mahomes, Kelce 1, Allen Diggs 2, Burrow Chase 3, Brady Evans
4. Okay. All right. What they talking about?
All right, let's see. So of course Mafia in there quick. Allen Diggs 1, Mahomes, Kelce 2. That's that KC hate. Burrow Chase 3, Brady Evans 4. Stu says he give me KC, Cincy, Tampa, Buffalo. Ooh. Stu, as always, bringing the shade to the room. Thank you.
Stir the pot.
Stir the pot, sir. Dennis is going Mahomes, Kelce, Burrow, Chase, Allen, Diggs, and then Brady Evans.
Ooh,
Petey says,
okay.
Petey says Pat and TK, Allen, Diggs, Brady Evans, Burrow, Chase. Y'all disrespectful. I said that word because of productivity when it matters the most. Pat and TK have always made the impossible happen. Okay, it's fair. Grizzly says KC, Buffalo, Cincinnati, and Grandpa Brady and his light-skinned grandson, number 13. Oh, welcome, Grizzly, to the show.
welcome. Shout out my man Pickles. He also has a show on the Mafia Sports Report page. They highlight pro wrestling and everything pro wrestling and do a great job. They had me on the show. Shout out to my man Pickles, one of my oldest friends. So
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you in the chat.
Yes, sir. Kobe, welcome back, brother.
Appreciate
and
you, man.
And he chimes in with KC, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Cincy. Man, y'all be everybody.
Cincy not getting love. Wow.
Burrow and Chase at the bottom.
That's Cincy is not getting love right now.
Interesting.
Ooh, listen. I am not trying to make an enemy of our newfound friends. Okay,
so you about to homer it. You about to homer it.
I am going. Kelsey won. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, Diggs is a monster. Okay, Diggs is that guy. You understand me? I like Diggs. And I like Josh Allen. I do like the duo. They fit like a perfect glove. Those guys complement each other so well. But Pat and Kelsey, I mean, they share the same brain. It's just I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna always be there. And you can find me every single time. And Kelsey's a mismatch for anybody. Like linebackers guarding Kelsey, your number one corner has to come down and guard Kelsey. Like he makes it hard on every defense. Travis Kelsey is a dog. Pat Mahomes lost his best receiving weapon, and he still leads the league in passing yards. So, I mean, I got to go Kansas City 1. I'll go Buffalo 2 because they have outpaced Burrow and Chase so far. So I'll go Cincy 3. And I got to put, I'm a Brady guy. But I'm going off this season. And him and Mike really ain't been him and Mike. So I'm going to go ahead and put them 4 compared to these other 3. So I'm sorry, Bills Mafia, but 2 is good.
2 is good.
2 is good.
Homerism is allowed on this show. So we understand that the Bills Mafia will always go with their squad. But Stu is correct, man. That is the one small issue is I need it to happen in the big moment for Buffalo. I need them to have their big win.
And I think it'll come this year. It'll come this year. Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, fam. Appreciate you. DC and Kobe.
Love I already threw those up.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. And you got this one?
Yeah, you got it now.
All right. Next up, start 1, bench 1, cut 1. We got the Young Bucks. We done seen a full season now.
Oh, it's tough. This is tough.
The Young Bucks. We got the resurgence of Tua Tagovailoa. We got Trevor Lawrence with a full season without Urban Meyer as his head coach. And we got Justin Fields breaking all the rushing records. So out of the Young Bucks, start 1, bench 1, cut 1.
I think I'm about to stir here. Get your big spoons out, ladies and gents. Start Trevor Lawrence.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think you believe that. I don't think you believe that. I don't think you believe that. We're just saying things to say things now.
Oh, he is coming into his own. The Jacksonville Jaguars are playing for a playoff berth this weekend.
That is true.
Okay?
That is true.
Start Trevor Lawrence. Bench Justin Fields and cut Tua. Cut Tua. Get him out of here. It's overrated, ladies and gents. It's overrated. And I got some people that agree with me. Well, they don't agree with me starting Sunshine, but I got some cuts of Tua happening. It's overrated. Stir it up. Start Sunshine, the Jacksonville Jaguars, hot take, are gonna beat the Tennessee Titans this weekend and make the playoffs. The Dade County. Okay. Then Justin, my man, I'm rooting for you in what seemed to be a failure of Chicago, but hopefully they got it together. So keep Justin, cut to it, man. 2 is overrated.
Man, anybody rolling with you on this one?
Kobe says start to a bench OSU and cut Sunshine. So he's clearly not with me. Dennis is with me, except for he's got him in reverse. He wants to start Fields and bench Lawrence and cut Tua. Cut Tua. As long as you cut Tua, you agree with me. Stu, cut Tua, he agrees with me.
As long as you cut Tua, you agree with me.
Grizzly says, look, he agrees with me. Bench Fields, start Lawrence, and Tua will come himself because his brain is okay. All right. Okay. So yep. Welcome. All right. Grizzly, if you didn't hear, the bell the bell has multiple meanings to our show. Just to remind everybody, if you hear a bell after your comment, it's either because it's hilarious, it's profound, it's ridiculous, it deserves to be deleted. I don't know. But okay. Good. Woo!
Happy to have you, brother. Happy to have you.
Petey says start Fields. He to me has the lowest accuracy on his throws, but this is his only downside, which can be trained to fix. But you can't teach speed. That man will improve his way to a win. Bench Lawrence. Good. So he wants to cut Tua too. Yes.
He wants to cut Tua too.
You all agree with me. Cut Tua. Thank you, Leonardo. Always with me.
Cut Tua.
Don't change on me now, Dre, because you didn't want to cut Tua. So go ahead and start him, but don't change now that everybody's on my team.
Sir, you know me, right? Who did I want the Lions to tank for? Who did I want the Lions to tank for?
Yeah, Sunshine all day.
That man right there.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, number one. You understand me? I knew it was Urban Meyer the whole time. I knew it. I never doubted him for a second. Okay. If I get a chance to get Trevor Lawrence, I'm getting Trevor Lawrence, and I'm keeping Trevor Lawrence, and I'm keeping him close. Okay. I wanted him in Honolulu blue and silver, but we just wanted to win games that year. And he went to Jacksonville. So I'm going with my man Trev one. You know, technically this is his first year playing football. We're gonna call this his Ben Simmons year. You know, he was there last year, didn't really count. But this year he's playing, and this year is really his rookie season, and he's showing up and he's got his team in playoff contention. Justin Fields, listen, I know the running thing is great for him, but now he's banged up. The Bears are horrible. Their line is horrible. The team is horrible. I don't see any relief for this kid. It's just too much on his shoulders right now. But as a talent, he is a great talent, but he is still a project in a lot of throwing ways. So I'm going to bench Fields, and I'll go ahead and cut Tua because, like everybody said, he ain't going to play 7 games. I need somebody that can at least play 18, 17, 18 games. So I'm going to go Trevor one. I'm going to go ahead and put Fields on the bench, and I'm going to go ahead and let Tua go.
We agree. See, we agree. Kobe said cut Sunshine and his hair. Stu said give me Tua's little brother. Grizzly, there you go, Stu. Grizzly says on a serious note, Fields' running style will last him 3 more years. I agree, but I think that they will get smart and they will build an offensive line and give him a receiver, and hopefully their OC will allow him to throw the ball. I think you'll see him throw the ball more as the game continues to slow down. The Lions soften him up on Sunday. Hey, brethren. Welcome.
Yes,
Leonardo trying to start something. The Steelers will win over the Browns. Leonardo, that is incorrect. The Browns are going to win Sunday.
All right, here we go. Last one. Start one, bench one, cut one.
Oh, my God.
The Phoenix crew.
Oh.
You got D Book, Steve Nash, Charles Barkley. Start one, bitch, one, cut one. After this, we get to the show. Ooh, you quiet. Now you're thinking.
After the last thing, when you told me I didn't believe that one.
The other two just came to you real quickly. This
one, because I'm gonna go purely off of just respect and history here.
Ah, man, do what your heart tells you.
I'm gonna start Charles. I'm gonna bench Nash, and I'm cutting. Cutting
Book.
I'm cutting Book.
You couldn't even say it out your mouth.
Nah, low key, man. I'm gonna start Charles. I'm gonna bench Book, and I'm cutting Nash. I can't give up a 70-something point score. Nash's MVP is a robbery of Kobe. And Charles Barkley was
Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, Charles Barkley was the guy, bro. So I'm gonna keep Barkley starts. Yeah, Charles Barkley was a dog back in the day. He carried this team, bro. Charles Barkley was the man in Phoenix and in Houston.
Yeah, I guess.
Fraudulent MVPs. Yeah, I'm cutting Nash. Everybody hates Nash for the whole MVP situation, so you know he getting cut, right?
You kept him.
Great. No, he's getting cut. You knew I didn't.
Book. No, you
knew I didn't believe that. Oh, now
you cut Devin Booker.
So now you're gonna hold me to this one, but you was
yeah, big hole, super glue, gorilla glue girl hair, super stuck to that one. You cut D Book. You live with that. You understand me? That is yours. That is going on in lore forever.
He's going on the
bench. It's gonna be on the next super cut of the Academy Sports Show. You cut Devin Booker.
Leo says, if y'all cut Barkley, I'm logging off. No, there will be no Barkley cut here. Kobe says, start White Lightning, bench the pretty boy, and cut Mr. Terrible. Grizzy says, start Barkley because his shoes were extra zesty. The Barkley's was cold. Married to Phil, cut Nash. Hey, Petey's with me. Which one though, Petey? Because I changed mine.
You did not change. You did not change.
Stu said he don't know about him being the man in Houston. He was pretty good in Houston, but he wasn't the man. I mean, there was the Dream and Clyde and all those guys in Houston, but he was a nice piece. Stu go say Griner over Nash. Leonardo says starting Barkley, bench Booker, cut Nash all the way. Hey, man, y'all getting back into it in 2023. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all on fire, starting off right.
I am going to start Nash. I am starting Nash. Every time I say it, you go.
Yeah, come on now. You're not doing that.
I'm starting
hold you
Nash.
to it.
I'm starting Nash. Barkley's coming off the bench. And I'm cutting Devin Booker. That's how it's gonna go.
You're starting Nash over Barkley, bro.
I don't care about Charles Barkley. I didn't watch him like that.
Dennis said you get a bell, and Mary said, "See you later."
You said if anybody cut Barkley. You didn't say I couldn't put him on the bench.
That's true. Leo said if anybody cuts Barkley. But you're not getting a strong response to your three, sir.
the bell emojis.
The bell emojis on fire right now.
Coming in hot right now.
My dad said these three should not be listed together at different times. Yes, sir.
You gotta argue about something, Pop.
That is the argument. About something. You just lost your GMG. Oh man, sir, you don't. Okay, now you want to take it back?
No, I ain't taking it back.
You're starting Steve Nash over Charles.
What Barkley? I say, go. Okay, I'm sitting in it. I'm nestled to it. I'm starting Steve Nash. Okay, that team was dynamic. It was explosive. 7 seconds or less. 2-time MVP Steve Nash. All right, so that was what the meme. So if you guys want to send us some memes, go ahead and DM to us personally. You guys know what to do. You scrolling, you see it, you want us to talk to them. If it gives this much fodder as the rest of the stuff does, it's going to be gold, and we'll throw it out. We'll give you a shout out for sending it to us. So this is what the meme. We start off with trivia. We start off with what the meme, just to get a great segue into the show. And let's kick it off with the most pertinent topic so far that has dominated the headlines of the past 48 hours. If you did not watch Monday Night Football, there was not a lot of game because in the first quarter, there was a tragic accident that involved the safety of the Buffalo Bills, Hamlin, during a kickoff. He
It
made
wasn't a
a
kickoff.
it wasn't a kickoff, it was just regular play.
Just regular play.
Made a routine tackle,
T.
popped up
Higgins.
from the tackle, and then he proceeded to collapse after that tackle, as reports say. He was given CPR for multiple minutes while on the field as the team watched, an opposing team watched. The Buffalo Bills medical staff is credited with keeping this man alive while he was on the field and being transported to the hospital where further things were done to keep this man alive. We all love the sport of football. Some of our lives revolve around the sport of football in one way or another. So we all had kind of the same reaction when we saw this. We just wanted more information. We pray for him. We pray for his family. And nobody faults this game for not continuing because at the end of the day, this man's life was in jeopardy. And some things are just more than the sport. Some things are more than football. It's certain things that keeps families together and prayers in high regard. So, as the Academy Sports Show and as well as the Bills Mafia, we all are praying for this young man and hope a speedy recovery for him, that he receives all the faculties of his body and mind all back together to how he was before. And we are not worried about whether this game is going to be played or not. We're not worried about if he's ever going to play football again, but whether if he can hold his children, if he has, or hold his mother, or have a conversation again. So, with that said, you guys are welcome to put in your reactions and what you thought of the update that came out today from his doctors for Mr. Hamlin.
Yeah, big update today. He's awake. He's still using a breathing tube right now, but he was able to write. One of the things he wrote was who won. He wanted to know who won the game, which is, I mean, that's just crazy to think about. Like the last thing he probably remembers is that he was in a football game, right? Um, and for all of those things to happen the way you just stated that they happen, and he still wakes up, and that's the first thing he not only remembers, but almost the first thing he's concerned about is who won the game. He assumed that he ends up off the field and the game keeps going, right? Which has been one of the biggest topics
Mm-hmm.
talked about. And it shows you how these guys are, as many would call gladiators. They're used to, as a lot of former players have stated all week in all the coverage, they're used to seeing somebody go down, and a lot of times you automatically assume it's a concussion, and but you're also used to them at some point being carted off the field or being taken to the sideline. And we've seen games get paused for many different reasons. Then they end up, continuing the game. But this one was different, and this one was scary. This one was different. It was scary. You knew something was wrong if you were watching it in real time, and if you're just paying attention to some of the little things that were happening. You saw guys on walkie talkies right away. It was just, you could just kind of tell there was a different level of urgency
Mm-hmm.
when everything went down. And so for him he's awake, concerned about, who won. And they say he's also able to squeeze his family members' hands. Um, to have that type of progress when he was out and unconscious and not breathing and possible, damage to the brain and things like that. To have that type of progress, the doctors talked about, the fact that he's a 24-year-old athlete. Man, it's very, very, very. It was tough to watch, but it's a blessing to hear that he is recovering well. They say the staff saved his life. They think he can return to who he was before the game. That's crazy, but that would be awesome. And shout out to all those that have donated to his charity. Charity went from having made $2,500 or $2,600 to now over $7 million raised.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to his page, GoFundMe. You can donate. They're now saying if you go to the charity's website, you can donate there as well. So it's just crazy, man, that this has all happened, and now we're all football fans, football players, coaches everywhere, everybody alike, humans. We're all one big family praying for him. So from like Dre said, man, from Academy Sports Show and from the Mafia Sports and everybody on here, I think we speak for everybody when we say, prayers up for three. And we wish you well, man, and we wish you recovery and full action of life beyond football. If you return to football, that's great, but the biggest thing is that you return to the full activity of life. So it's going to be something that we continue to watch, and our prayers go out to you.
Yeah. They say also he's got like the top selling jersey now in the last 48 hours. So
Wow.
he'll get his coin off of that too as well, because a lot of talk has been talking about now, like these guys are putting their lives on the line playing this sport, and these contracts now. Let's really have a conversation about them being fully guaranteed. Let's
Yeah,
have a
man.
conversation about their aftercare after they're done playing ball. Let's have a conversation about their well being and stuff. We've all had the CTE conversation and stuff like that. But this was a reality check because this is a young man in his prime still playing, and this happened right now. So let's continue to have these conversations about this sport that can turn one way the wrong way, and what kind of compensation are they leaving behind for their family members and their friends and their families and stuff like that. So let's have that conversation. These fully guaranteed contracts, stuff like that. And we can only have these conversations now because one, we are getting updates that he is doing well and he's doing better and he is trending in the right direction. But let's say this didn't go the right way, like it would be absolutely devastating to every guy on his team, every person in that facility, all his brothers, all the football players that he calls brothers. Let's just get these guys in the right position to be as safe as possible. The game has trended in a safer way, and let's get these guys compensated to the point to where if something does happen, you know what I'm saying? Like we all have health insurance policies as regular folks, not super athletes, but let these guys that play a horribly dangerous sport be compensated the way they're supposed to be with guaranteed contracts. So um, right now, all our prayers are being answered by the progress that he's making right now. So, and that's all we can do at this time. So, we will continue to update here at the Academy Sports Show. If you guys ain't got any updates, hit us up, let us know so that we can post them as well. But other than that, nobody's really wondering what's going to happen with the continuation of this game. We're all just worried about this young man, and we just want more updates, I guess, to wrap it up.
Yeah, there has been a lot of talk about the continuation, and we'll touch on that briefly as we move forward. But before, like you said, um, before we could be anywhere near that conversation, it was most important that you find out that he's doing better. Let's just continue to see him be, upgraded out of critical and get off the breathing tube and be able to talk and just again just be able to return back to normal life, man, to the way his family and friends know him, that know him personally. That would be dope.
How
Yeah.
you feel that the league and those guys handled the situation in the moment?
I mean, you have to give credit where credit is due. I thought I thought that obviously the medical response was top notch. I mean, you heard the doctor say today that had he not had a doctor right there on site at the moment that recognized he had no pulse and they began CPR, um, who knows where that what could have happened. So I think that there was a perfect response there. I thought that the way that it was handled initially was ideal of the league. I don't think there's criticism there. I think that if you go back and look at every single instance prior to this one, the game usually starts again. So, sitting there watching it though, you kind of knew that wasn't going to happen. But I don't criticize the league for thinking it because that's how they do things. That's how it happens. These guys are used to the program to go down and it's next man up, and they like to. I mean, they of course usually what you see is that thumbs up, right? That guy getting carted off, thumbs up. It kind of gives everybody a sense of relief
that validation to keep going.
Everything's gonna be okay. It validates it, right? It just this isn't what happened this time. So when they said 5 minutes and then they go to commercial break and they come back, and then you see the coach from Cincinnati walk across the field, and then you see the players. Ain't nobody throwing no football. Ain't nobody warming up. That's when you kind of knew this game's probably not going to start again. To see them crying and stuff, it was crazy. So I don't criticize the league on that one. I thought the league handled this well. Suspending the game, I thought that was the right thing to do. Not talking about it until hearing about his update was the right thing to do. But that piece that I posted on my IG story, you have, and a lot of people have reposted about his healthcare and about the numbers behind that. To your point with the contracts, we need to be talking guaranteed contracts for these guys, because I'd hate that this would have went the other way, and then we needed somebody to die to prove that this should happen. We don't need that anymore. We've gone far enough now. This is far enough. This is enough. We need to go ahead and get those contracts guaranteed for these guys.
Yeah, it usually takes a tragic moment to reevaluate certain policies and stuff like that. How far do we need to go?
Right.
Because we were on the cusp here. So, as you said, nobody needs to lose their life for other policies to be reevaluated. Like, let's get this done.
Let's just get it done. Neither one of us are Skip, Kobe. Neither one of us are. Although I will say that, like, he said, I'll ask it again. Here's what I will say, though, Kobe, and I'm willing to have this debate. I had no problem with what Skip said, because I didn't think that I felt like I recognized the context he was saying it in. I feel like Dez Bryant and some of the guys that jumped on Skip, to me, I felt like that was overreact. I felt like there was, let's go ahead and take a shot at somebody who's an easy target so we can get it stirred up. To me, overreaction. I didn't actually, and I know I saw the Shannon exchange as well. I didn't feel like he was out. I felt like he was taken out of context. I felt like I understood what he was trying to say. To me, I'm not a Skip fan, but there was no way possible that anybody watching that game Monday night could not care for Damar Hamlin. No way possible. I don't think he is that senseless to make a statement in the context he was taken in, and this guy is that. No, I disagree.
So you're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I am giving him the benefit of the doubt in this situation. I felt like he was saying the same things that a lot of people were saying, and he's an easy target to take out of context. That's just the way I saw
it. I think because everybody has their reaction, right? You scroll through everybody's reaction of what he said. I think Matt Barnes, I'm trying to lean towards, how he broke it down. I feel like those first couple lines is actually how he really felt. And then just to clean it up, he ended it with, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day, and just so he can save his ass. I feel like he really felt like, let's get this thing back going again. You know what I'm saying? He is somebody I can't give the benefit of the doubt to, because we've seen over and over again what exactly his persona is. I won't say him as a person, because nobody really knows him as a person, but the persona that he provides to television.
Right. Yep.
I feel like his persona doesn't deserve a second look. I don't think his persona deserves the benefit of the doubt. This is a man who was backed by a whole network, and he knows it, so he can really much say whatever he feels like it. And the people that know him and debate him and have been interactive with him, which are these athletes and his co-hosts, probably have a better feel about what kind of person he is, and that's why they kind of reacted the way they do, because he ain't much. So to give him the benefit of the doubt, I understand that. I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt, because I feel like he said what he really wanted to say, and then just tried to put at the end, something that would save his ass at the end of the tweet.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, everybody has. PD said, what did he say? So his tweet was, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? Question mark. This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. Nothing is more important than this young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry if this was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant. I pray for him and will continue to do so.
Yeah, the follow up is after he got that fire put on his ass.
I felt like what he was essentially saying was that because one, he starts out by saying, no doubt they're considering postponing the rest of the game, but how to me was when he says this late in the season, the game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. To me, that was him acknowledging that this is a huge decision by the NFL, but it is now irrelevant. How do they make this decision? Not that he thinks the game should continue. That's how
I think the simple fact of speculation of whether the game should go on in any form or way is just insensitive.
Yeah,
I think that's where the backlash is. Like why are we talking? Yeah, why are we talking about considering having game situations or outcomes when there's a man having CPR done on him for multiple minutes in the middle of a football field? Your first tweet or frame of mind should be going to, man, I really hope this dude's okay. I don't really care about nothing else that's happening right now. I give a damn about a game that's going to entertain me for 3.5 hours, or the outcome of it, or the situations that come from it. I just hope that, this dude is okay. So for the simple fact that, his mind went to, man, I wonder what's going to be the outcome of this game when there's a dude hanging on to life, is the part where people feel like he's been insensitive.
That's fair. Well, big ups, man, to DeMar. Praying for you, bro. Like, really, really are. Like, that was scary.
His minion. Let him know he was trending next. His minion. Who's his minion?
Who knows? What up, Tillin?
What up? All right, so let's push on. That's too far. All right, sir, you are on the clock. Michigan fans, what happened? What happened? We can't never be the favorites, can we? What?
No, I hate being the favorites.
I hate it. Be the favorites.
I hate being the favorites. All right.
I'm gonna let you take this one.
Listen, man, you can't. The bottom line to this, right? You cannot start out a game the way they started. You can't dig a hole. That's the only thing. But you can't dig a hole. Were there times where the referees screwed us on this? Yes.
Oh yeah. Were there times where we screwed ourselves?
Yes. So 2 touchdowns taken off the board, but at the same time, there were times where we did not do things. You can't be a defense that gives up 13 a game and give up 51. It just can't happen. There was many things that just can't happen in a game like this, where we were the better team. This team gives up 45 to us. We tried to, we tried to get too cute at times, and it was just bad. When you get down to the 2-yard line, run the dang ball. Philly special to the tight end.
Run the dang ball.
Run the dang ball. Okay, run the dang ball. The touchdown, because I'm going to call it that. The touchdown that got called because saying he caught the ball on the 1-yard line. I disagree. I don't like the play call right after that, though. Giving it to 20, give it to 7. Quarterback sneak it or give it to 7. And then you can't throw 2 pick sixes. So it happens like that. But I'm okay. Stu says no Blake Corum, 2 pick six in the story. Yep. James said, wait, another pick six? Kobe says shootout. We let Big Ten football try to win a shootout. Yeah, I think we had to shoot out, right? Because we're down. There's running the ball, though. There were points where we should have ran the ball. I just felt like we didn't. We ran away from our scheme. But
or didn't give the right guy the ball if
or
you're going
didn't
to
give
run
the right guy the ball, right? Yes. But here's my thing. We were down multiple times, multiple scores, and I was ready to give up. And JJ threw a dime, and there was a touchdown scored. And Dre and I were watching this game together. I stood back up and said, dang, we're still in this dang game. Like,
I mean,
every
you got
time,
at least two times. At least two times you got. Oh, that's it. All right.
I was ready. I was ready to quit. But JJ stood up. This team stood up. That offense you saw, to me, that just put up 45, that should be our offense every game. Run it, throw it, run it. JJ showed you who he is. And if he plays like that next year, folks, we've only got one more year left of JJ because he will be playing on Sundays. All right? So Kobe just said it. I agree with you 100% there. They actually let JJ be JJ. So if you let him be JJ next year and we get a healthy Blake Corum back who we finally found out tore his meniscus, not his ACL, then this offense with Edwards and the returners, although number one, he just entered a transfer portal. I said the same thing. Adios, buddy. You gave us a nice Michigan State game last year. We appreciate you. So, good riddance. And reports are, I just saw the post on IG there with all these reports of him talking to places. He did say that he expects or hopes to be, we know how Mr. Harbaugh can be a little weird with his words, but coaching at Michigan in 2023. So I'm going to take that as he'll be back next year. So there will be no coaching fallout. Let's run that thing back. Let's get back one more time and let's see if we can win it.
I don't know. This report up here in your top right-hand corner, multiple sources close to Jim Harbaugh believe he will leave Michigan if a franchise offers him a head coaching job. Remember, he was on the cusp of leaving last year for that Minnesota job. Thought he had it, but then they never offered. The Broncos are looking for a head coach. We'll see who else is looking for a head coach. So I don't think the Jim Harbaugh thing is as cut and dry. So we'll see what's going on there. I do agree with you about the offense and everybody returning and it still being a hell of a football team when they come back next spring. Yes, give Edwards the ball more. Give him the ball on the goal line, please, for God's sakes. I mean, he rips you off a 50-yard run to get you down there. Pay the man off and give him the doggone ball, and don't put an ice cold running back in there. Try to get a handoff and he fumbles it on the goal line and we're screwed. And then the goal line before that, you try a Philly special, instead of just pounding that thing right up in there 4 straight times and going ahead and get yourself a touchdown. You doggone put 45 points on this team. All right, you can go 1 yard and go score a freaking touchdown.
Right.
So, very disappointing in the play calling. Very disappointed in the blitz calling. Let's keep it a buck because at the beginning of the game they were playing a horrible zone. They were scared of the quarterback running on them, so they wanted all eyes on the quarterback. So they're playing this horrible zone, getting nickel and dime up the field. So then in the second half they tried to switch it up and throw the blitz in. The blitz was working, but the same blitz over and over again, bringing the safety down while one runs straight across the field and nobody can catch him on a drag or on a post corner. Nobody can catch this guy. Don't bring the safety on a blitz.
Stop bringing the safety.
I mean, just keep one guy back. This guy literally catch the ball for 5 yards and takes it 65. So the adjustment defensively, the defensive adjustment needs to be made in the second half as well as the offense. But JJ was JJ. They let him throw that thing, and he threw that thing. I mean, you kind of had to abandon the run at most of those times. As Joel said, we were down a couple scores at a time. Down 14, down 10, and within 3, tie games, stuff like that. And you're in a shootout, you got to trust your quarterback to win those games. And I saw them actually trust him in that game, and he actually did a decent job. Now, 14 for TCU had the game of his life. You understand me? That brother was delayed blitzing the hell out of us and getting pressure on JJ, sitting underneath routes, getting interceptions. He had the game of his college football career. And I don't know what he is, but if he's a junior or senior, brother, go get paid. Use that tape.
Send that tape.
Send that tape and go get paid because you had a game. That offensive line cannot pick up the delayed blitz to save their life. That 3-man front, I don't know if we haven't seen that all year or what, but
Never. The Big 12.
They surely didn't look like they were prepared for it because he was running right past that guard and tackle every single time he was on the delayed blitz. Every time it was an obvious handoff situation, he was right in the backfield. That was a guy that they needed to key on going into the second half and said, this one guy can't beat us on defense. Please, somebody keep their eyes up and figure out what 14 is. So there was multiple adjustments during this game that they should have made that they did not make, and they deserved to lose this game. And if we actually won this game, we all knew that it was going to be, whew, man, we got out of this one going into a game against Georgia.
Yeah. Let's see what the people saying. Dylan said it was a good game, but you're on the 1 yard line, first goal, you got 3 run plays and want to rush it and fumble. Yeah, that's those mistakes, man. Kobe said they actually let JJ add that with our typical Michigan way, we'd be dangerous. I agree. Torn meniscus is just a nag. I've done it. Yeah, me too. Both knees. Hopefully he will be back better than ever. I'm not back better than ever. Leo said we should have been using JJ in the run game right from the start. Also, run a QB sneak, have an RB push him in the end zone inside the 2 yard line. Damn it.
Agreed. Something better than a Philly special.
Right. Dylan says he's not leaving. Leo said too many zero blitzes on defense. Agree. The zero blitz is what killed me. Is that killed us in the Ohio State game? The only touchdown they scored on the deep ball was on the zero blitz, and they threw it to Marvin Harrison up the sideline. Just draw up the ones where you use your linebackers, we would have been fine. And anytime he drew up ones with linebackers, we were good. PD said the defense better be running laps as we speak. And Christy says Russell Wilson could have been QB and TCU would have still won. It wasn't Michigan's night.
Let's ride.
Hey, man, just posted from UMich football, though. Jim Harbaugh says, I'm aware of the rumors and speculation over the past few days. College and NFL teams have great interest in all of our personnel, from players to coaches to staff, and I truly believe that is a testament to the strength of our University of Michigan football program. As I stated in December, while no one knows what the future holds, I expect that I will be enthusiastically coaching Michigan in 2023. I've spoken with the president, Santa Ono, and athletic director Ward Manuel, and appreciate their support of me and our program. Our mission as Wolverines continues. We are preparing for the 2023 season with great passion and enthusiasm. As our legendary coach, Bo Schembechler, said, those who stay will be champions.
Man, he got a fire publicist.
He does have a fire publicist. But you gotta stay. You gotta stay after that message, man. You gotta stay.
Gotta stay. We shall see. And then at the end, we all wanted that targeting call to bail us out. Didn't get it.
Sir, that was targeting all day. Like, how's that not targeting?
Wanted to bail us out, but they didn't have
the guts to call it.
They didn't have the guts to call it. Crown of the helmet to the head. No shoulder, no forearm, all helmet.
All helmet.
No, nothing. There's no flag for targeting. Game's over.
You get a bell, Mr. Referee.
We do not have the guts to call this. Let's ride. All right. So, Michigan fallout. We deserve to be in this championship game, but not how we played in the Fiesta Bowl. Yeah. TCU goes forward. So let's put your prediction hats on, and let's go ahead and put a score on it. Who you got? We are in the college football season. The championship game is here. The game is Monday, kickoff. TCU versus Georgia, trying to go back-to-back. The underdog versus the back-to-back, hopefully champions or something, maybe champions. Who you got? Put your score in the chat. Your score will be registered in our Academy Sports Show database. And if you got the closest score, we will shout you out next week.
That's right, folks. You heard him. We left in 2022 and came back with a database, baby.
And when I say
Hey.
database, it's pretty much me just going through the comments and trying to line up who got the best score next Thursday.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, I have been called a hater, okay? Because after we lost, I became a Georgia fan. I wanted Ohio State to lose. And
Ooh,
I
the
turned the
worst
Ohio
way,
State,
bro.
I turned that game off and thought that they won. My brother called me on New Year's, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And he was like, no, they lost. I was so excited. We're all gonna be miserable together. I'm now a Georgia fan. The team that beat my team cannot be rooted for. So Georgia, same score, 51-45. Georgia wins back-to-back national championships.
Mm.
And TCU's QB is a dog, Kobe. You are correct. But when you get on TV and they try to blame and say, oh, once again, he brings him through. No, actually, y'all gave up 45, bro. Stop it. All right, stop it. So Georgia 51, TCU 45. Georgia wins.
I too am going high score, but I'm going high score blowout. So I'm going Georgia 52, TCU 24. I'm going blowout. I'm going 52-24. Georgia, TCU doesn't belong here. It's going to be a boring night by the third quarter, and they're just going to keep putting them on them. The dogs repeat.
Dogs repeat. Y'all heard it here. Petey says 31-17 Georgia. Mafia Sports Report 41-27 Georgia. Everybody feeling you on blowout. Kobe 45-21 Georgia. Yeah, everybody's feeling you on blowout. Listen, TCU Duggan is a dog, bro. I got a feeling they're gonna do some special crap and get the little Cinderella slipper vibe, and it's gonna be close. But Georgia's just outscores them at the end.
Stetson Benson, 2-time winner.
That's how bad it is. It's Stetson Bennett, but he's been there for 10 years. Yeah, who cares?
Bennett.
He's not even he's just surrounded by all elite players. It's like an NFL team being quarterbacked by a college kid. It's ridiculous.
They're all grown, man. Well, TCU, happy to be there.
Happy to be there.
Happy to be here. It's like Bama plays Cincy. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. To me, I think it's gonna be bad. I think halftime is gonna be like, well, what does TCU do now? If you're in that locker room, what do you say if you're that coach?
Right.
Ooh, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Forward down the field. This is a team that will not yield. And when you start off 1-6 and you have a chance to make the playoffs, only got to win one more game against stupid Aaron Rodgers and his face. Hope the Seahawks lose earlier today for a Lions victory. I put my whole analysis in the song.
You get a bell for your ability to you change the lyrics up and everything right there, man.
Oh man, if we just would have beat Carolina, bro. If we just would have beat Carolina, handled our business, we wouldn't be in this situation. But at the end of the day, we got a shot. And as a Detroit Lions fan, all you got to say is we had a shot. Okay?
But you ain't had one of these in a long time.
We ain't had one of these in a long time. You understand me? So, Seahawks, Rams, Matthew Stafford, you ain't did nothing for Detroit in 15 years you've been here. Okay? I need you to put your pads on and beat the Seahawks for me. That's what I need you to do. If you love Detroit, if there's an ounce of Detroit of love that's inside of you, put your pads on and go beat Geno and them and do it for Detroit. And let us handle the rest. Let us handle the rest. I believe we can beat the Packers. I believe we can beat Aaron Rodgers. I believe we can win in Lambeau. I believe we can win on Sunday Night Football. I believe.
Yeah, man, he's back, y'all. He's back.
I believe. If I had my Kool-Aid right now, I'll bring it to you and sip it right in front of your face because I'm drinking it. Okay. When this team was 1-6, it was like, okay, well, let's just tank. Let's go get Bryce Young. Let's go get CJ Stroud. Let's just get one of these quarterbacks that's coming in. Let's chalk it up. But no, they got another win and another win. And we was biting ankles, scraping kneecaps. You know what, man? That felt good, didn't it? Let's put another one together. And another one. And another one. And now this team is in a position to have a winning record, beat Green Bay in Lambeau, and possibly make the playoffs. There is a lot on the line on this one game. There is a lot on the line in this one game. Even if Seattle wins, there's still a lot on this game. Winning record, beat Green Bay in Lambeau. If Seattle loses, get in the playoffs.
Oh, man.
There's a lot on the line, man. And I am here for it. I'm here. I'm drinking it all. I didn't know if Dan was the guy. You understand me? I didn't feel like, the X's and O's of Dan Campbell. I don't know. But they drinking the Kool-Aid. We are a Kool-Aid ass franchise. Okay? And Dan Campbell is the Kool-Aid man. And he and all over these Lions. All right, and we all got a Kool-Aid smile. Everybody here in this Kool-Aid smiled out. He ain't the most X's and O's guy in the world, but he'll make you drink the Kool-Aid, and everybody drinking it, and we all loving it. We've been thirsty for so long. I want the Kool-Aid. I want the playoffs. I want to beat Green Bay and stupid Aaron Rodgers and the stupid face and the stupid Packers and stupid Lambeau Field on Monday freaking night football, the last game of the season. Sunday night football, the last game of the season is featuring the Detroit Lions. You understand me? We were not scheduled for any primetime games. They put us on Hard Knocks and then made us do local TV for the rest of the
year. Regional broadcast.
But we got a shot, even though we are 1-8 on Sunday night football and every iteration of the Detroit Lions. This is the team that is going to get a win to go to the playoffs, beat Aaron Rodgers and his stupid face and the stupid Packers and the stupid Lambeau Field, and we will go on to the playoffs where anything can happen. You understand? If we make the Super Bowl, y'all not gonna find me. You're not gonna see me for days. They gonna be like, "Where's Dre at?" Oh, they won the Super Bowl. He down there somewhere. He'll come back. He'll resurface. If we win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna say that rant for another day. Forward down the
field. So, well, he's back to believing again. If you've been with us for the last few years, all you got to do, just go back to our YouTube page. Go back and watch some of our shows. You will see some wonderful Detroit Lion rants from this man. And he came tonight with his jacket on, y'all. And he's got everything Lions today. He's back. All right. And so, this is good to see. So what you really want to do is join us next Thursday for next week's segment. Depending on what happens in this game, because you're going to get a classic reaction from the game. But whether it be they win or lose, you're going to get this classic reaction. So you have to come back with us next week. I'll just say this. Bump, the bump, go, Pat, go. Bump, the bump, go, Pat, go. Hey, man. RELAX. Everybody relax. All you Lions fans, calm it down. Calm it down. All right. There's a bad man in Green Bay still wearing number 12. The thumb is all healed. Don't matter who you throw it to. All that matters is who's throwing it. And that bad man is playing Sunday night. And I hate to break it to you, but he just loves when the Detroit Lions come to town. So I can't wait to watch this game Sunday night. My second team is the Packers, but my favorite quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. And I can't wait. So you have to join us next week. The Lions are 1-8 all time when playing on Sunday Night Football. 1-8. 1-8.
I want you to see my face when I say this. Single me out. How you do it? How you do it? Single me out.
I got you.
Single me out.
Wait, I got you.
Single yourself out.
Hold on. Wait.
Single me out. Okay.
Okay, let me see if that works.
You switched me.
There
all right. Single me out.
Wait, hold on. You want to be on the show right now or not? Because everybody can see you.
The Detroit Lions are winning this game. We will go to the playoffs. I guarantee it. And if you want to put something on it, I'm willing to put something on it right now, today. Hutch, I believe in you. Jamal, I believe in you. Defense, I believe in you, Lion. I believe in you, Swift. I believe in you, O-line. I believe in you. Dan Gamble. I'm drinking your Kool-Aid, and it tastes like victory. Let's win. Forward down the field. Take that. Who want to put something on this game? I got $5.
Oh God!
I'm just amped, man. I'm amped. I cannot watch this game with you. By the way, I'm not. I'm going nowhere near you for this game.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard what the man said. He can't even watch it with me, y'all.
I can't watch this game.
This is my best friend. He can't even watch a game with me.
I can't watch this game with you because it's the second it goes left, I can't take it. I gotta go. I can't take it. I'm out. Okay. I need to watch this game in peace. I need to watch it with extreme focus and dissection. So I will be glued to my 65-inch television. I will watch this game with both eyes open, no blinking, and watch my Lions win to get into the playoffs. Seattle, lose. Come on, Seattle.
Listen, I want Seattle to lose so bad because I want this game to be everything for you, Dre. Okay? For you. I want this to be everything for you. So I want this game to be 100% all in. Kobe, I'm the same way. I get where he's coming from. It like when I'm watching Michigan games, it's a whole nother situation. So if you're gonna watch a Michigan game with me, you have to like really follow the rules. All right. The V podcast with Captain D. Let's go, Fins. Oh, sorry. What up, though?
That's messed up.
Oh, man. The Lions in Lambeau. Yeah, I see a loss going off of history. SOL.
Did you SOL us? Come on, man. Now, listen. The old Lions, okay, will win all these games, get the city at a crescendo of happiness, get a primetime game with everything on the line, and have an SOL showing. Okay, those are the old Lions. We not them Lions no more. Okay,
all right.
The SOL Lions will not show up on Sunday with all the chips on the table.
All right.
Okay. We will fight and we will go forward down the field and we will have a Lions victory. I guarantee you.
All right. Y'all heard it. Hey, we will be back next Thursday for sure. Hit your subscribe buttons right now. Click the bell right now. You have to be present for next week. And you have to be present. Like, be present at the beginning because you're liable to catch an expression on this man's face or something. Win or lose, okay? You're going to get vintage Dre Lions fan die hard reaction. Raw. Go back and watch our shows, okay? Go any past shows we have. The best ones are the draft shows and any NFL shows where we're talking football, because usually mid-season Dre doesn't want to talk about the Lions anymore because they're done. He doesn't even watch it. Okay. Y'all, he is back, y'all. He has his jacket on. He is back. Y'all got to be ready for this.
That's all I got to say about that.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Nobody took my $5. I'm cool with that. All right. So here we go. Last thing on the docket, man. Let's just the season. We are in the last week. Let's talk about some things. This is the moment to get everything off your chest. Make sure you call my mans right now because we about to talk Broncos. So make sure he's here. Make sure he's here for this.
He said
this part.
He's staying away from the show. He said
no. Make sure. I don't know. I gotta wish him happy nuptials and everything. Tell him to come on in. Tell him come on in. The water's fine. Right now we're talking NFL. Biggest surprise, biggest disappointment, MVP. I want Joey's reaction on his Browns. I want whatever you got on this season. Let it through. Let it go right now. The Colts, they suck, and they hired a TV analyst as their head coach in midseason. The Texans always suck. The Bears suck. They go get my man killed. Broncos, let's ride. Let's ride. $250 million. Let's ride. Team about to kill me. Let's ride. Everybody was asleep. I was doing jumping jacks. I don't know what they was doing.
Oh God.
I was ready. They was asleep. You understand me? I was in there. I was getting ready.
Bro, there's been some hilarious comments. I just want you to know. Kobe said when you were going on your Lions rant, he said, "Okay, Fat Dre Joe." and then Grizzly just said Georgia should be number 32 and the Colts should be number 34. Oh God.
The Colts are the football team. The Colts, anytime a quarterback looked hurt or they about to kick him out of town, the Colts will be like, that's our guy right there.
The Colts are going to bring back Carson Wentz next year.
That's our guy right there. Come on over here. Eddie broke, decrepit, underperforming quarterback. We're going to give him a try. Come over to the Colts.
Oh, man.
Did you just get cut? Come over to Indianapolis. Come over with the football games.
Oh,
the Rams, Super Bowl hangover, everybody hurt. Let's give them a pass. The Cardinals, they are who we thought they were. Okay, I've been watching the mid-season Hard Knocks with them. They look horrible. They look like there's nobody's in charge there. Nobody's in charge. The coach doesn't know what he's doing. His midday speeches. Come on, guys. Come on. Like, let's have some effort. Like what? Like you don't know what you're doing.
Oh my God.
So what's your biggest surprise, your disappointment, MVP, whatever you got, man, or you just want to focus on your Brownies for a couple minutes?
Man, listen, I would be honest with you. My biggest surprise this year was actually the Eagles. I did not see the Eagles being that dominant for so long. Now it's boiling down to can they win one game to get home field advantage? Because it was, perfect storm. I mean, quarterback and then you got the receivers, you run the ball, your defense is great. And now, they're fighting and they're praying that Gardner Minshew can win them a game. But that was actually my biggest surprise of the year. The biggest disappointment for me was but the biggest disappointment for me was the AFC West. AFC West, man. That we remember. I mean, part of it, is Russell going to Denver. But I remember, every time we talked about, I can't.
They was
Every
asleep.
time
I was doing Jeffrey Jacks. They was asleep. Like, dog, what are you talking? Shut up.
he's like, stop talking.
Stop talking. What are you talking for?
Oh man. I the biggest disappointment was for AFC West, man. We talked about it this year. Those 4 teams going in, like, this might be the toughest division in football. And it's still the same division. The Chiefs are at the top. The Chargers are trying to fight to get into the playoffs, and then the Raiders and the Broncos are still dysfunctional. So yeah, it's that's that. MVP this year is interesting. Let's think about these top teams, man. I think you could argue that Mahomes is back to being Mahomes again. I think there's an argument there. For a minute, I was ready to give it to Josh Allen. Shout out to the Mafia Sports Group. I really was. When I think what did they went into Kansas City and got a dub this year, and early on in the season they were just clicking. I mean, they just looked like, oh my God, these guys are sick. And every year they run into like a 3-game stretch where they just can't seem to get it right, which they did again. Then they came here to Detroit and they got the dub over my Browns. And the thing about the Bills, though, is, and somebody said it earlier, every year they just forget, you got to still run the football in this league. If y'all could get a running back that will complement Josh Allen, that would be a nice addition for your team. Run the ball sometimes and throw it to the tight end. So
right.
That's where it's at. So I don't know. I feel like, it's Mahomes again. I mean, Allen's in that race, but when you look at the things happening at the top of the league, I mean, you were definitely looking at Jalen from the Eagles, but he's hurt now, so that hurts him. No pun
You don't think
intended.
he did it? You don't think he did enough to establish himself before he missed out these 2 games, possibly the third, and now his team is 0-3 without him to show
That he's
his
very valuable.
yeah.
Yeah. There's a good argument there. I think there's a good argument there. I still think some of that MVP goes to how the team does. So if they can, go ahead and solidify, that'll help his cause a little bit. But like I said, the Chiefs are just coming on strong, man. They're just coming on strong, and like you said, Tyreek's gone, and what happened? Kelsey's about to break his record for most receiving yards as a tight end, and Mahomes is about to break a record as well. So, and then my Brown season reaction is, I missed out on Deshaun Watson for 12 games. So I thought Jacoby was going to give us a little more. I can't stand my defensive coordinator. He needs to be fired. Joe Woods needs to be fired. I can't stand it. Our defense let us down this year. We always look good on paper. Our defense let us down. However, there is hope in Believe Land because Deshaun is starting to look like himself again. And you can see him getting his rhythm back. They've won the last couple of games, and I think they will beat the Steelers this coming weekend to cap off a strong finish to the season and have us looking forward to next season and me claiming playoff run again while your Lions go back to being the same old Lions.
You just can't let me have this moment, can you?
Sorry.
Listen, one, we're supposed to suck together. I've been telling you that for years. When you tried to get your team to be all good and start buying a bunch of people, and y'all thought y'all was gonna win football games, and y'all was winning, and we were staying sucking. And I was like, no, Lions are Browns. We suck together. You understand? Historically, I suck, you suck, everybody sucks. Okay, so you started trying to get good. Now look at you. Now look at you. Who good now? Huh? Who about to make the playoffs now? Browns. We didn't buy our roster. We just lost a lot, so we had some good choices. We did it the 76ers way.
Trust in the process.
So yeah, a lot on the line there too. Like Tomlin's record is on the line of not having a losing season. So that's a game that's going to be really competitive throughout. Biggest surprise, I will go with you in that for that saying that whole division because everybody made a huge stink about the AFC West. Like, man, this division got Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, Devontae Adams are back together. Let's ride. And the Chiefs, like, they just gonna be tearing it up. Wrong. Ain't nobody tearing up nothing. Ain't nobody tearing up nothing, man. Derek Carr got benched, fully healthy. The Broncos coach got fired. Like, and Justin Herbert, is a stat stuffer, and we all know it. So that division was definitely a downfall. My biggest surprise, other than the Eagles, I would have to say, biggest surprise and biggest disappointment are probably the same here with this team. Is the New York Jets. Like, this team should be like a 3 seed in the AFC right now, and they have this quarterback who everybody hates. It sounds like another team. Let's ride. It sounds like
I'll go, bro.
Everybody is destroying Zach Wilson. Everybody's killing Zach Wilson because they know they have a decent enough offense, especially when they had that rookie running back, pacing them, had a great offensive line, had great weapons, good weapons, good offensive line. Defense was playing top notch. Sauce, Quentin Williams, this is a great, young, fast, skilled team. Most of all their core players are all on rookie contracts. So this team is primed to go on a great run right now. And they got one guy holding them back, which is their starting quarterback, who takes zero accountability for nothing.
Nothing.
Got benched for a guy who barely plays, and he won games, and everybody loves him. Then he got hurt, and they had to throw you back out there, and you kept doing dumb stuff. So it's like, what team's gonna pick him up? Hey, this is Indianapolis. You need a job. We heard you gonna get cut. We heard you gonna get cut. Come on down to Indianapolis. Let's see what we do.
Come on down to Indianapolis.
I feel like the Jets had a really good roster, really strong showing, some really good football games. It's just that one person that was messing them up. So the biggest disappointment, the big surprise to me are on the same team. MVP, I was going to go Hurts. I was going to get that man his flowers because what he did with that team, a team that nobody really thought would be undefeated at the point they were, number one seed at the point they are, and he is the catalyst for that team and the way they work. A lot of people say system, but, you got to put the system around the guy who runs the system, and he accounted for a lot of offense there. But with him missing those games, it does give Patrick Mahomes the opportunity to eke in there and steal that MVP. Like, this is going to be a real silent MVP for Patrick Mahomes. Like, he just came up there and got it. And then with Buffalo losing the game and Josh Allen not having the stats to back it up, I feel like the Chiefs will take that. Bosa's having a great defensive player of the year season, but he's never going to win MVP. Right. So this is Pat Mahomes to lose. So we'll have more reaction on the playoff teams next week. This has been the Academy Sports Show. And man, this was a good show. This was a great show.
Petey said, how was our fantasy football season? Sucked.
Petey, let me tell you something. I spent $50 on Najee Harris. Okay. And the people in this group understand this because that is currently my name. I spent $50 on Najee Harris is my fantasy football team name. You know why? Because he put me directly in the garbage. He scored double digits like 3 times this year. He's horrible. I have nothing to say. I've tried my best, but I spent $50 on Najee Harris. And this is what I get. So the season has been poor to me. I have to give somebody $200 at the end of this, and I'm really glad that it's not Vegas. I will say that. Hopefully he's still here.
Shout out to Dennis.
I'm extremely happy that I don't have to give Dennis $200 again for the 3rd year in a row. So, James, hopefully you do your thing, man. Yeah, blazing for drafting. I did blaze you for drafting him. Yeah. Listen, I did. The callback is there. I'll take it. I'll eat it. It's there. So you're going against my cousin's husband. So that's Sacktown. I went to go see their wedding earlier this year or last year. So you guys are going at it. I hope he wins because that way I don't really have to pay him the $200 right away. But if you win, you get the money right away, man. That's how it is. He gets the $20. You an OG up in here, brother. You an OG in this, so it'll be good to have another OG person come in and win instead of some of these newcomers. But I feel like we got a real solid fantasy football core group. We're gonna get one guy out, Breezy, and then after that, we'll see. So.
Grizzly said for a sec, it looked like Cleveland was trying to build the Avengers.
I mean, man.
Omar Epps will beat the Browns on Sunday. And then he said, who gets comeback player of the year to wrap up the show? Is it Goff or Geno?
Definitely Geno.
I would give it to Geno too.
Yeah, definitely Geno. I mean, both guys have their team in playoff contention. But I feel like Geno's stats are probably better than Goff's. And more of the load was probably on Geno's shoulder than Goff's shoulders.
All right, man. That was a good way to welcome me back, huh?
That was a good way, man. Once again, make sure you like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that thing, Academy Sports Show. Make sure you guys also check out Bill's Mafia Report, who we are simulcasting with every week. So you want to check them out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe over there and watch their content. Follow them on Twitter as well. And we will be back next week. We're doing 8 o'clock next week, 7:30, 8 o'clock. He don't know. All right. So what you can do is trigger that bell. That way you get a notification every time we go live. Because whether it's 7:30, 8 o'clock, you'll get it. And you'll know when we live. So make sure when that comes back over your screen, you go ahead and press play and you'll be in here. So bring your family, bring your friends, bring your favorite sports people. And let's get this thing cracking one more time for 2023. Any last words, sir?
No, sir. Great show, man. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight, especially our new listeners and the ones that have been rocking with us from the beginning, man. We appreciate y'all all the time. Stick with us, man. It's going to be a great year. And let's have a good time doing this thing. Thursday nights, hey, y'all got to see Dre next week. Come back. Come back.
I guarantee a victory. Single me out.
No. Single him out. Here we go again.
Single me out. I guarantee a victory Sunday night. The Detroit Lions will go to the playoffs off the strength of the Dan Campbell Kool-Aid. I'm drinking it, and you should too. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
Hey, man. See y'all next week, man. All love. Have a great weekend and enjoy your weekend of football. Peace.